BpsRps is live. Twitter, YouTube, it's all coming together. Welcome. Today is August 23rd, 2021. I don't know what's happening today in baseball. It's Monday. Phillies are not playing. Not many games, I think, on the schedule today. Red Sox beat the Rangers 8-4. They blew a save. Matt Barnes, Jimmy. They came back and they won. That's all I really saw today. Many years ago, the Baseball Bunch debuted. I think it was like 1984. I think I read. Johnny Bench, he was very, very kind to the San Diego Chicken. So we definitely appreciate Johnny Bench for all he did. And here's the chicken now. It's an action figure of the chicken. We really want to celebrate all of his contributions to Major League Baseball, just life in general. For ETH today, the trout. That's right. I saw it earlier today. The trout you sold. I didn't know you had one. I don't think I remember you knowing you had one. It's an amazing car. The future. It's a nice score you got there. Very nice. Looking to see what happened in baseball today. Bob Feller debuted in 1936. Dude was 17 years old. First start, struck out 15. 15 jabronis. Gaylord Perry got erected today in the 7th inning for Doctor in the Baseball. It's the first time he was erected for that. You're trimming down to just Mets? Yeah, I'm trying to trim down. Just like my PCs. I want to get it down like one page of each set that I open. You know, too much. But it was a great investment you made. Real good. Eckersley became the first pitcher to get 40 saves in 4 different seasons today in 92. Birthdays today. Julio Franco, 1958. He's probably the old living player who's still playing. Ron Blomberg, 1948. I think he was the first DH. Tony Gelfi, 1961. Tony Gelfi was a Phillies jobber middle reliever in the 80s. Bobby Estalella, he was on the Mitchell Report for steroid use. He was born today in 1974. Hoyt Wilhelm died in 02. Bobby Bonds passed away in 03. Jim Don't Call Me Teddy Pendergrass passed away in 1994. I don't know what the hell he did for baseball. I'm just going to click on his name. Oh, that's awesome. You use the money to invest in baseball that you won from baseball. Good move. Jim Pendergrass only pitched 1 year with the Braves, Obi, 1948. That's all I got for you tonight. This day in baseball. Kaiser Wilhelm. That sounds like a name from what's that guy's name? Quentin Tarantino film. We'll start out with Bowman, 2000, home with a rookie card. Maybe we'll get a Tom Seaver or Nolan Ryan rookie. Or maybe even a Trout. These are the TV card. Oh, this is the $125 guaranteed value. YouTube's better? Okay. Is Twitter still on delay? Ramon Soler. Razor Ramon. The inspiration for one of the NWO wrestlers right here. It's pretty cool. TJ Tucker. Never heard of him. He's a jobber. There's no Kyle Tucker. Christian Guzman. He went on to have an okay career. Twins. I don't know what other team he played for. I thought it said Rob Ball. It's Rob Bell. I grew up with a Rob Ball. Um, he was a really nice dude. Really cool guy. Rob Ball was a really cool guy. What's up, Carl? Welcome back. The sound was bad on Twitter. Okay. Still going to use the Twitter in case there's, it doesn't hurt to click a few more buttons on the phone. The phone's here, the laptop's here, just in case somebody doesn't have access to YouTube if they permanently ban you from YouTube for watching too many bad things. The trout was the trophy. That's a great idea. That was an awesome idea. That's why, what's his name? Brandon Finnegan holds a big place in my heart. He won me a league 4 years ago. The final day, he pitched like a 8 inning, some kind of really awesome game. I haven't watched any breaks on Twitter. No. Is it just me on Twitter or is it just everybody? You did the right thing. You did the right thing cashing out. What the hell? The guy could, I mean, Hall of Fame event, but still, you don't know what could happen. It's not like you sold low. You made a ton off it. You should be very proud of yourself. If I had that Skittle, I would have did it. I would have bought it. It's a nice card. But the Skittle in hand is what you did. You did good, Jimmy. You did the good thing. Got an autograph. I didn't know this set had autographs. Obviously, it's nothing to really go crazy over because I'm still sitting down. But Ruben Mateo on the Rangers. Ruben Mateo, I know the name. Wasn't he a Yankee maybe? It had to be tough for you. Had to be. But you did the right thing. Any Ruben Mateo fans out there? Maybe we'll get 10 million Gray Jeffries for this card because it's autographed. It's a certified autograph. I don't know why do I think he was a Yankee? Bad teammate. Yo, Ohtani's got 40 home runs. It's amazing what kind of athlete he is. And he's a good, clubhouse guy. Luis Gonzalez. Tom Glavine. There you go, Obi. Tommy Glavine. I see everybody's stashes went out Friday. Some of them are showing up. One showed up, Carl showed up Saturday, a few others showed up today. So hopefully check your mailbox, depending on how quickly the USPS people in your area work. He basically runs the team. He's the manager of the team. Wish the Phillies had a manager. They have 2 managers, Madden and Ohtani. Phillies have none. Maybe we could trade for one of them. BJ Ryan, BJ Surhoff's father. They have the same first name. Yo, BJ Ryan, look him up. He was a jerk off. He was a real bully in the clubhouse, according to Dirk Hayhurst's book. He didn't say BJ Ryan's name, but he used a similar name. Dirk Hayhurst was a career minor league pitcher who wrote books about baseball. Jerry Hairston, Jason Giambi on Oakland, the television card. That's the first good television card we got. We usually get people like Rob Bell. Yo, Franco, that's amazing. And him and Galvis together. I hope they do sign him. They need a third baseman since Bohm bombed. I just made that up. 2020 stickers. First card, former Philly, Domingo Santana, speaking of Phillies. Players of the decade, Albert Pujols. There's a decade. That was player of the decades. 2 straight decades, I think. He started in like '02, right? '03. He's a great player. JT Realmuto. This guy was a real bully. Real bully. We don't condone that here. Matt Chapman and then Matt Olson, 2 Oakland Mats. He might not be with Oakland after about another 2 or 3 years, but it's nice. Right, I think so too. Sometimes you gotta, Bob Dylan once said, "Pride comes before the fall." Sometimes you just gotta swallow your pride. Just re-sign Maikel Franco, Obi, Albert Shores, and you just gotta say, "Hey, we made a mistake. We want him back. Plug him in." And if they do, it's August 23rd. He'll hit like 20 home runs from now until the end of the season. I usually make my old lady makes the escargot soup with the little dots. I never had it with bow tie pasta. That might not be a bad idea. You get the escargot, it wraps around it when you spoon it up. Might be a good idea. Shark cards, yeah. I got the hammerhead. I got 2 or 3 shark cards. Uncle Albert, McCartney song. Uncle Albert and what was the second part of that title? Admiral Halsey, Admiral Hazy. McCartney wrote a song about Albert Pujols and Adam Hazley. Anybody want the Realmuto? Bo Bichette rookie. That's a nice piece. That's something I think I want to keep. That's a badass binder piece. And Paul D. Jong, who is not worthy of putting in the binder, but who's Willie Mays fan? San Francisco Giant, Willie Mays, one of the greatest baseball players ever. That was a nice pack. Let me check on the Shark. It's one of the badass binders. We got the Humpback Whale, Hammerhead Shark, and Bull Shark, which was named after, of course, we said Michael Jordan. Yeah, they're the only sharks we got so far. Just let me know if you need those. 88 tops. Goal here is a Jordan Knight rookie card. Thank you to Tanner. Awesome idea. I don't have Trout yet. I'm going to do that. Trout and the Sharks around him. It'll be the family tree. Yeah, he's really not worth that contract and the cost that it took to get him. Sixto Sanchez. As you all know, that pisses me off. Jack Clark. Realmuto's close to being banned. Atlee Hammaker, the only person to give up a grand slam in an all-star game in '83, I think it was, or '84 to Fred Lynn. Gary Renicky. He had a brother, Ron, played for the Phillies. I think one of them manages the Red Sox, where they did. Oh, well. Dan Plesac. He was an okay closer. I think he's an announcer on MLB Network. He found his second career. Gino Petralli and Jack Lazurko. These are rough, these two. He does, because he was destined to be their only starting pitching prospect to work out. It was his destiny. But they messed with destiny when they traded him. Bob Brower, Kurt Wilkerson. It's a rough pack. Pat Clements, Jerry Royster. Wasn't Jerry Royster a Brave or Padre or Pirate? I don't remember him on the Yankees. Yeah, longtime Brave. Padre, White Sox, Dodgers. Two schools. What's your preferred pasta type there, Carl? I like stuffed shells. So if anybody wants and lasagna, I like a lot of cheese. My doctor doesn't like it for me, but with my cholesterol, but dude, I could put cheese on anything. Lloyd Mosby. The dots, yep, always. But Carl brought up a good point. Maybe the little bow ties might be all right. Stuffed shells are a bomb diggity. Every time I talk to my mom, like I'll talk to her once a week, I'll be like, "Wait, what are you doing?" "Ah, I'm going shopping." And these stuffed shells. It's like, oh, come on. Yeah, no, come on. I've been asking you for if you're watching, Mom, if you don't make me stuffed shells by September 15th, you're banned. You have a challenge now, Mother. September 15th, stuffed shells are your banned. Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson. If Bob Gibson asked his mom to make him stuffed shells and she didn't, he would have beamed her with a baseball. Storm Davis is a great name, Stormtrooper. Lloyd McClendon, he's the manager that threw the base when he was in the Pirates organization. Roger McDowell. Right. Cheese makes everything so much better. Kevin Mitchell. You never had stuffed shells or cheese? Triple play. Oh, you had stuffed shells? I don't care what nationality you are. If you make stuffed shells, I'm going to eat them. I don't care if you're from Tatooine or Hoth. You make a good stuffed shell, you're part of the BpsRps family. If anybody is going to make some stuffed shells, put them in a Ziploc bag, zip it, put them in UPS, USPS, padded envelope, and send them out to me. Imagine that, eating stuffed shells at a baseball game. That would be great. I mean, if you eat, can you eat anything with a fork at a baseball game? Citizens Bank Park had sushi, but I guess you could pick that up with your hand if you had to. Nachos, you should use forks. Hot dogs, popcorn, stuffed shells, potato salad. Did they have that? I don't know if they have that at Citizens Bank Park. The goal here, these are the triple plays. Seattle's crickets. Oh, man. San Fran has those garlic fries. What other stadiums are known for stuff? Oh, raviolis are good, and gnocchis. I do love gnocchis. German potato salad is good, really good, really awesome, to be honest. Omar Vizquel. That's right, Bull's Barbecue. That's right. They have yeah. You need forks there, so Bull's Barbecue. Maybe they should have Tony's Pasta. Yeah, we'll call it Tony's Pasta, or we'll call like Paul's Pasta. It'll be Paul's Pasta, and they'll sell stuffed shells next to Bull's Barbecue. And we can have like a theme going on. We can have gnocchis, raviolis. My God. Divine Calderon, Slim in the Home. Oh, Mike Maddox. In action. We got Darren Dalton card. You got the best of both worlds then, Carl. You could try both. City Field. I did not know that. I didn't know they stole the Phillies design. Eddie Zosky, players whose last name begins with Z. Orlando Merced. He had like 20 home runs. He had 10 home runs last year. Oh, yeah, the bow ties on the spoon. Might have to break out a fork then. And you can't eat soup with a fork, according to Tim McCarver. Terry Steinbach, Rookie of the Year 1 year. Matt Williams, my man Rob won. Here you go if you're watching. Ricky Henderson, the Man of Steel. Look at that portrait. Look at that. It's like they're brushing him back for stealing 3 bases last inning. We hope he's okay. So you got to break out the big spoon. Double plays are always exciting. The name of this card is called Awesome. I've never, ever seen a baseball card title with an adjective. This might be badass binder worthy. Stuffed shell. Yo, Carl, don't forget me. I got a Wade Taylor for you. Stuffed shells. In fact, I'll do an 88 Fleeter Jeffries for a stuffed shell. For Sabo, Spuds. Is that a thing? I've never heard of that. But that might be good. Like a corn dog on a stick. No, not with spinach either. That might be that sounds pretty damn like mixed into a gut. Ah, you did the right thing, Obi. We started talking about Roger McDowell, and we almost finished out with stuffed shells. That's what it's all about. Roberto Alomar. Refresh my memory. Are we on Roberto Alomar's side or John Hirschbeck? What did we decide? We're going to a Wilmington Blue Rocks. They used to be the Royals farm system. So I'm looking at their roster the other night. I'm thinking I'm going to see some Royals, and I see 2 Nationals players on the roster, and I'm thinking, what are they doing there? Did they get traded without me knowing? No, they're actually the Nationals high A team, and they're playing the Phillies high A team. Yeah, spinach and ricotta. That sounds like I think I had that in lasagna maybe once, but that's a magnificent combination. I want spinach stuffed shells. I want to get on the horn. I'm going to call Mom and Bips up. I want to tell her to gotta do something. Yeah, we got reservations at this really cool looking. I've never been there. Really cool looking Mexican restaurant 2 blocks from the park. And we're going to catch a ball game down in Wilmington. It's about an hour away, 45 minutes. Haven't seen a minor league game in about a year. Guess who? Let me know who you think it is. Jose Offerman making an error. And then another awesome card. Jim Edmonds has got to be right. Rex Hudler, the Wonder Dog. Here's a rub off. You rub these off, and you get to win stuff. So I'm going to put this with the trivia also. Okay, the trivia question. We got look, we got a lot of cards. You still have Puck and Lizardo for the troll pieces. Okay. Before we get to our final pack, the trivia question. This is a Guess Who card. He was born in 1960 in Utica, if I'm saying it right, New York. He was 10 years old when this photo was taken. This, I guess 92, was his 10th year in the majors, having started out with the Cardinals and now is an all-star outfielder with Pittsburgh. Think about Pittsburgh's outfield. They have Bonds, Bonilla, and Andy. Don't say the last name. Type the last name, and all these prizes are yours. I think that'll be a good trivia. You even get the card, the Andy Van Slyke card. So if you don't know who that is, then you're not listening. Alan Ginter, The goal is all shark cards and a trout and a coffee pot. Cliff Clavin piece. Yo, my kid asked me today, speaking of Trevor Bauer, he goes, who's the baseball player that there's a case against? And I said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? He said, I heard it on a fantasy podcast last night. I said, wait, listen to fantasy baseball podcast? He said, yeah. I said, when? So I listened to my first one last night. I said, good. It's the greatest thing you've ever done. Now tell me about this case. And then I remembered it was probably an active case. I said, is it Trevor Bauer? He said, yeah, that's his name. What did he do? I said, nah, he just did something wrong. He goes, well, why? I can't tell him he was beating the shit out of this girl while he was, tapping her, right? So I had to chill. I said, he beat up a girl, Anthony. I said, he beat up a girl or two, allegedly. He went, why? I said, because he's an asshole. I said, we don't condone that. He goes, no, we don't. I said, so that's what Trevor Bauer did. He wasn't found guilty. I didn't get into the civil case versus the criminal. But I said, he did bad things. I said, we don't condone that. So. Well, the ump, I forgot what happened. No, you can't spin on an ump. But I think David Wells told Obi that Hirschbeck, there it is. Yep, I was just saying, David Wells told Hirschbeck, confirmed to Obi that Hirschbeck was a good dude. And Alomar did something not too good to provoke that whole incident. This is like a band pack right here. Trevor Bauer, Tommy Lasorda. Tommy Lasorda beat up the Philly Fanatic. And I know we have a lot of differences, Obi and I, and King M and I, and a few other people, but I don't think he should have beat up. He beat up the Philly Fanatic with his own goddamn rubber doll. How crazy is that? That has all the makings of some Cinemax shit. Sorry for cursing. Crazy. You can open up a Skinemax film with that sequence. Probably make it $1 million. That's what we start doing. Heroes and villains cards. Nolan Arenado. Oh, wow, Obi. You got a nice score here. Ian Anderson. Mini rookie piece. There you go. Very nice. Birds of a Feather. Scarlett McCall. Goddamn parrot. This is a parrot. Look at that. Look how colorful the card is. This is why I love this set. I would not have expected to get a card of a glorious, colorful parrot tonight. I wish I made them. This is my design. Luis Castillo, who's getting back in gear. He struggled to start the year. I got one more Allen and Ginner in me. Bryce Harper. Yo, Bryce Harper, the first card. MVP, right? Well, maybe. Definitely. Maybe. 2 weeks ago, he's definitely MVP. Derek Jeter. And it looks like he's like coming out of one of his gift baskets. How cool that is. Harper's not a villain. If the Phillies don't win the division, they're not making the playoffs. If they win, then he could be a villain for Yobi. If they lose, he could have contributed to the Braves winning the division, so then he could be a hero, right? Jeter, hero to most. Yordan Alvarez. Remember when he first came up, he lit the world on fire? Still having a solid year, right? Dalton Varsho. We don't have a Diamondbacks correspondent, do we? There's a mini rookie for if we did. And then I don't know what the hell this is. Golden Lion Tamarin. It looks like a Siamese lion, unless that's one lion on top of the other. I don't know what the hell's going on in this picture, but it's really neat. It's kind of exciting me. Springing among branches and vines in the Brazilian wetlands, golden lion tamarins are striking creatures whose population is fortunately back on the upswing. Good. Their numbers had dwindled to as few as 200 in the wild in the 70s due to deforestation, poaching, and other factors that BpsRps does not condone. Sweeping conservation efforts have boosted the number to around 3,000. Great job, sweeping effort boosters. And the final card of the night is Paul Goldshit. It's funny, we got Arenado and we got Goldshit. Born veteran stage of his career. That's all I got tonight, fellas. I think we did pretty good. I think we got some really good pieces tonight. Trivia prizes. Who's this a card of? Just retweet the Pittsburgh outfielder's name. Make sure you spell Andy Van Slyke the correct way. But I'm not going to give you the answer. That's right. They had the jail underneath. They should have took Lasorda right down after he beat up the Fanatic. They should have booked him. He should still be in jail right now for what he did to the Fanatic. Think of how he influenced America's youth. Now those kids are probably like in their 20s now, who saw that, or 30s, and they're beating up mascots all over the world with rubber dolls on themselves. That's crazy. And they don't talk enough about that. People beating up other mascots with rubber dolls on themselves. The Fanatic went through all that trouble to get a rubber doll made of another human being in his image and likeness. And he beat him up with it. Hope he would bail him out. Well, that's the beauty of baseball. You know, some people like the Yankees, some people like the Marlins. You have choices. You know, defending mascots, not defending them, bailing out their assaulters. That's why baseball is the greatest sport in the world. I think he was just having fun, just like the chicken does. They bring fun to the park. If I put him here, you're not going to be able to see him. So, Labor Day, like stuffed shells? I want stuffed shells every day, not just Labor Day. Anyway, Mama Biffs, if you're watching, the challenge remains. September 15th, we're going to get some goddamn stuffed shells on my plate, or it's open season on you. It's open season. Oh, yeah, Lasorda. Oh, yeah. He loved stuffed shells. He liked all kinds of stuff. It's spell checked Labor Day to Lasorda because Lasorda took a holiday from being polite that day that he assaulted the Philly Fanatic. Jeter was definitely overrated. Oh, yeah. On the field, definitely overrated. It does test my loyalties if I'm loyal to Lasorda or the Fanatic. It's like mascots or Lasorda. It's tough. Jeter. Tony Soprano would not be very happy for me, huh? Put a hit out on me if he knew that. Wonder what Papa Bips would think. Yeah, Jeter was definitely overrated. Good player, don't get me wrong. Great player. He was a winner. But people saying, no, I don't think he was like top Hall of Famer. Yeah, but people talk about him like he was the greatest shortstop ever, and greatest Yankee. He had intangibles. He had some good numbers though. Got on base, but his defense left a little to be desired. So, fellas, thank you all for joining. That's all I got. Always a good time. Yeah, tomorrow night will be preempted due to the Wilmington game, but we'll be back in action more than likely Wednesday. So thank you all for joining. You guys keep watching. I'll keep ripping. Everybody have a great night. Thank you all.